Hello everyone, welcome back to Agvis Africa. It's Dixon here again with you from AAA Studio. I hope you all had a wonderful break. I had a long one. You can all see I haven't posted in a while, or I haven't done any tutorials in a while. And wishing everyone a fabulous 2022. I hope we all learn. We all have some good projects and yeah, enjoy visualization. And today I'm here to just show you some of the features that D5 Render 2.0 has. This is an update for D5 Render 2.0 from 2.0 to 2.1, and this is quite exciting news. D5 continue to amaze us. They continue to shower us with goodies, with nice stuff. And I'm excited to take you through where you can find some of these new improvements. So they have here what they call widgets, advanced rendering image, advanced image rendering, advanced video rendering, a VR, which is coming but is in beta mode, which means they're still testing. It has a stage light, color grading. In terms of rendering, they have take another step with the global illumination accuracy. Now you can render orthographic view image. You can adjust sunlight intensity, and then they have autosave, which is very, very important. You don't want to lose your work, so that addition is really great. You can change language. Wow, that's quite exciting. I think especially for people, for Chinese people who cannot use, maybe are not efficient in English. I mean, this is really great. So they can choose a direct import of SketchUp 2021 file, adding of models that are grouped with light to local library, beginner's guide, new shortcuts, last effects preview, optional channel map rendering, render files, and really interesting kind of additions here. And then they've also improved the selection of materials and models. Animation camera curve has also been improved. I think some of these things will go deeper into it in our next tutorial when we are actually rendering or creating a render. But today I'll just show you where you can find some of these features. In terms of productivity, they've enhanced the smoothness, they've improved archive stability, they've improved the NASMIO, alert on insufficient capacity, which is really good thing that D5 is bringing to us. And so here you can also see supported changing clothes for static characters. I've never really not delved into like characters, but this is something that we can look at as we go. They've added 2D character assets, which we will look at as well. Supported favorite particles, supported filtering dynamic models. Really exciting things that they've added, and there's also fixed some of the bugs that were in the 2.0. So let's jump right into it, okay, without wasting my time. So I already opened my D5, and this is a scene that D5, as I said, they continue to just bless us. This is a scene that D5 shared. They have been sharing scenes, already made scenes, to make workflows easy for people. So if you follow the D5 Facebook page, you will see that from time to time they post scenes that you can download for free. So this is one of the scenes. Look at this. This is beginner's guide. Like if I go, let's start. It begins to give me an idea, a beginner start of how to navigate your way through D5. So here I show you the selection tools, the camera, field of view, navigation display. It show you how to insert light, particles, how to export images or render images. It show you where these things are. Okay. If I go to the next image, if you are new to D5, it will tell you how to move around. So basically, it's telling you how to work around with your mouse, as well how to work in the fly mode, which is the WASD mode, like a gaming sort of. I mean, D5 is just making things simple. It show you like when you open the assets, models and articles, and I also like the kind of playful nature of the font, like diagrammatic kind of nature of it. I think it's really a nice approach that D5 is taking. They show you how to use the brush tool, how to erase path. These are things that you can find out from some of my tutorials, my earlier tutorials on D5, how to use this. But this is really, really exciting. And now that you are done kind of understanding how to navigate your way through, if you want to go to tutorials, you can click here, it will take you to their YouTube, or if you click here, it will take you to manuals and forum, also where people have posted their work or people are sharing what they do with D5. You can click here if you don't need this to say don't show this again, and it will never show again. I'm just going to go done. Okay, and I am going to take you through some of these improvements, okay, of D5. So what have they added? If I go to the menu here, and if I go to preferences, right? Under preferences, you see here you got the widgets there. And if I click there, when you open D5 2.0 in the beginning, you see all this will be off, right? So you can switch it on and you can enable advanced image rendering. What does that mean? Let's switch off this first. Let's also switch off the stage and color grading. Yes, I'm going to switch those off. Now, if I go to image rendering and I click here to render, there is no option to basically choose what format you want to save. Okay, and if I go back and I go to preference and I switch on the advanced, you can see immediately the format. You've had an option basically to choose your format. So here it can be either JPEG or PNG. Okay, it's really, even if you want to have it as a raw image, it's there. You can choose whichever one that you want. Okay, and then also with regards to your advanced video, I go there and I go to my video. Go to my video, for example. Let's go back to preference, advanced video rendering, and switch it on. There's that. Go to video. Now again, it allows you to choose different formats that you want to save your video. This is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff. Okay, if I go basically again to preferences and I switch on the VR, you can see immediately I have an icon here, the VR, but you need to kind of have your gear in to be able to test it out. Okay, so you have a VR there. If I go to the light, if I click here, you see I have point light, spotlight, strip light, and rectangular light. But immediately I go here and I go to preference and I switch on stage light. There you go. I've got my stage light. This is exciting. This is really, really nice stuff. Okay. If I go to effects, here I have the effect that I have in D5 2.0, but immediately I go here and I go to preferences, I go to color grading. There you have it, color grading, you know, and it's really, really exciting. If I go to effects and I click on my color grading, I can begin to play with my scene. You can see you can play with your color grading if you are someone who is good at color grading, or you can really work with your scene with this color grading option that is there. And there they have global, they have shadows, they have midtones, and they have highlights. Okay, and you can play around with it. You can kind of see what you're looking for, and you can click on this icon here, and you can say reset all. You can only reset each of them as well if you want. If you say reset all, it reset all of them to 0. A really exciting stuff. Okay, if you go to preference again and the general, you can see here that we've got the language. Obviously, I'm not going to change to Chinese because I have no idea. I have no clue in Chinese language. So you can choose English, and then the autosave. At what intervals you want your file to save. So you can basically choose that, at what intervals you want it to save. And then you can also change the location. If you want a new location, you can change that. What I love about D5 is the simplicity. I love the simplicity. I love the fact that even when they are adding more kind of complex things, I think these are complex kind of technologies that they are adding, but the application of them, it's really simple. And that is one thing that I really love about D5. Okay, so we've spoken about the beginner's guide. We've spoken about the rendering, advanced rendering, the advanced video rendering, stage light, VR in a beta mode, color grading. We've looked at autosave. We've also looked at the language that you can change, which is really interesting. Okay, so if we change the what do you call it, the LUT, you can see that the preview really for me, I think really looks much better. And then also if you hover around it, so with us selecting it, if I hover around it, it shows me which one. So then before I can choose, previously you have to click first, which took time, which is really interesting. Okay, as well. Let's go to assets. They have also enhanced the assets. They've really enhanced the asset. So let's go to assets, for example. And I think they've also rearranged the naming. Walls and roof. I really think, let's go here to our model, and then I'm trying to get a 2D characters. There are 2D characters, 323 2D characters. Oh my word. Like, guys, I am not like, it's almost like we don't need to go to Photoshop or try to Photoshop things anymore. And they've got some varieties in it, and different nationalities, which is really cool. And there you go. This is fascinating. So I urge you guys to explore, really explore what D5 has to offer. I think this is really good stuff. And the one thing I love about the D5 team is that they really listen to us. There've been a lot of comments about saying that we would like to get characters, African characters, and they are trying. I think as we move on, they will add more, but you can see there are more characters that they've added, 2D characters, and that one can use. Okay, let's see what other interesting thing. So yes, we can also render orthographic views. So if I go to camera, right, and I go to, let's say, front view, for example, there is my front view, and you have an option to render it. So if this is a front view, or let's say right view, for example, of the bottom, left, right view. So you can render any of these views, which I think it is very, very, very useful. It is very useful. And then if I go to environment, and I go to Joe and Sky, and I go to these 3 dots here, your intensity of your sun can be really increase or decrease, can be adjusted basically. Okay, I really think that this is just an update to D5 2 to 2.1, which is 2.1. But I think that the update is really, really one that has come to let us enjoy the software. I'm looking forward to getting my VR gear so that I can also try to explore what this have to offer. I mean, let's test this stage light. A lot of people have been talking about how nice the stage light is. Look at it. I think it's fantastic. I think the stage light is fantastic. So yeah, explore it. I will create a tutorial where I basically use most of these new tools for you to kind of really understand. Okay, which is really nice. And when you go to file, when you go to menu, when you go to file, you can view history. So if you go to file, you can go to view history, and it can take you there, but you have to close what we are doing first, okay? Which will take you there. Yeah. One other thing, which I think was quite nice also, is that previously, when you are rendering the channels, you were not able to choose the channels. So it rendered the channels together, whether you like a specific channel or not, like ambient inclusion, reflection or transparent. It will render it whether you like it or not. This time around, I can choose what I want. I can choose which one I want to render, which one I want to use. I think they're making the software quite flexible. They make it easy. They are listening to us when you talk to them. And also, like when you are naming files, it has improved. Like you can add different naming things to it. So for example, if let's say I'm in the video space, for example, and I want to name this, I can say short, I can do underscore, I can do brackets, close. I can do a lot of they kind of really allow us the flexibility to choose how we want to name things, which I think is also it's a very small addition, but I think it's also a great one. It's great. So in terms of model selection as well, so model and scene selection has also been optimized as well. This is not a scene that I created. So in the tutorial that I will create, a full tutorial from beginning to the end, we will test this. We will test how this is really kind of efficient in the way that it works. Yeah. So you can display of system information. If you go to menu, go to help, you go to menu help, and then systems, info, right? Tells you what is my system, what am I using. Okay. I really think that this is really, really, really cool. Okay. And then yeah, I think, and then also in terms of the particles, so if we go to assets and we go to particles, there you have particles. They've added a lot, some other kind of particles in terms of the different types. They've added more to it as well. This is really, really, really exciting, right? You can add it to your favorites by double click on the heart sign here, and then it becomes part of your favorite. So this make working easy, so you know what you use often or something that you like. You don't have to go through everything again. You can just go to favorite, use it. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe. This is just an intro to the year and beginning of the year and what is to come. A lot of tutorials that I'm planning, weekly tutorials that I'll be releasing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, if you have any questions, you are welcome to share it on the comment channel. And yeah, enjoy, and I hope that this year we're going to take visualization from one step to another step, from one level to another level. And see you again next time. Bye.